helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 43. Tonight, increasing cloud cover, continued breeze, a low near 35. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy with a high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Collector for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utility's direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay.
Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are here. It is the beginning of March Madness on this Thursday morning. It is sunny out. There's only one problem. There's still snow on the ground, which we were absolutely just beat down with it yesterday. Raff, AG, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know,
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are the ping pong balls all packed up, ready to go today, Nick?
They sure are. We have written all 64 teams on a ping pong ball. All 64 teams are on a ping pong ball. They are all teams that are still in the tournament because we had to take out the losers of the first 4 games. So teams like Texas and American and I believe, what was it? Alabama State, I believe, lost. I can't remember all of them, but either way, what was it? Excuse me. St. Francis is out. San Diego State is out. American is out. And Texas is out. So the other 64 teams, they are in there, ready to be picked, ready to be selected. And we're ready to go here in about, I don't know, what is it, like 10:15 is when doors open. So I'll have to jet out of here early. Jake and I will head over to Wings and Rings. Austin will take over on the board with you guys for the last hour of the show. And we're ready to hand out some ping pong balls.
It is it's the best time of the year for basketball as far as it goes. I just like it in general, other than the bowl season, man. This is it. The bowl season, the Masters, then you put the NCAA tournament in no particular order right there. I love this time of year. Also, something that's a little odd, though, that I thought, man, this dude here, Nick walked in this morning, AG and Raff, and my man's got some shorts on.
Hey, it's
with a polo.
Bro, it's cold, man. I walked out. So I was telling AD that I had a beard appointment this morning at 7:30 in the morning. And I was like, man, I know that I'm going to be sitting inside at Wings and Rings all day long. I don't want to be wearing golf pants. I hate pants as it is in general. I was like, I'm going to figure out I'm going to wear shorts thinking, it's going to be, 60, 55 degrees out there today. It's going to be just fine. It's not anywhere close to that at 7 a.m. in Lincoln. It was 23 degrees when I got into my vehicle this morning, and I felt it. So, we're in shorts. We're in a polo. I didn't even bring a jacket. Here we are. We're just going to attack the day with a positive mentality. So here, we're fine.
AG, what's the temperature looking like in Houston, man?
Right now it's 47 degrees, and I think the sun's out. Sun's out right now. Yep.
Nick, you're gonna be going to some nice weather into Dallas, though, Nick.
Yeah. That was another part of it. Is I knew I was flying tonight at 7:30. I won't be home. Obviously, won't change. So I was like, all right, what am I going to be comfortable with on the plane and down to Dallas? And that is shorts, 100%, time after time.
Well, Rafferty, according to online, looks like Lolo was having a good time in the sun yesterday, along with yourself. What you guys
say? You were busy.
I was grinding.
What do you guys got on the docket for weather there in Huntsville, brother?
Oh, it's 44 right now. Only 47 today. But Not a problem because today was scheduled in basketball.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
right.
We got a high of 47 in Lincoln today. Sunny though, 24 degrees. Big shout out to all the first responders, the folks that are clearing the roads, road crews as well. I know the sun definitely did help get some of this stuff up. If you're on the sidewalks walking throughout town, be careful.
Yeah.
Especially the spots where the sun has not hit yet. This early morning commute. I mean, it is some slippery sidewalks out there so far. You know, on the airport, coming back home from the airport last night, I have never seen I-80 look that bare.
Oh,
daytime.
really?
Dude, it was like Armageddon. It was weird.
That was
Long
a quick
story.
trip to Minneapolis.
Yeah, man. Yesterday was a nightmare in the airport. I mean, and there was nothing the airline could do about it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? It was weather related. It was blizzard-like conditions most of the day in Omaha at Eppley. In fact, they shut it down. I mean, you still have to stay in there, but there were no flights coming in. There were no flights going out. And as it got later, I thought maybe a chance, because I'm literally was sitting in my hotel room about 3:00 because it said it was not until 6:40.
Yeah.
Because long story short, the one that was going to be at 4:30, they said was canceled on the app, and the app was probably just backed up like crazy.
Yeah.
So I called because I talked to Raff via text. I got a cancellation, said your flight has been canceled. So I'm like, man. So I called Delta, and then instead of waiting, you can just be one of the first to call back. You know, so I waited 20 minutes. The guy goes, hey, if you can make that 4:30, this is 3:15 at the Embassy Suites downtown, the Old Market. I'm like, well, said it was canceled. He goes, no, it's not canceled as of yet. He goes, the app hasn't caught up. So I throw my stuff in my bag, and I was ready to roll anyway. So I just, throw my laptop in my bag and bolt to the airport. I get there, and literally I sat down at my gate. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight has been canceled.
No
I'm like, man, I should have stayed at the hotel,
Because now I can't go back.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, I had it booked for another night.
Gotcha.
But there was no need because my talk was at 8:30 this morning.
Well, yeah.
And so I was scrambling. I was looking for flights out of Des Moines, flights out of KC. Lincoln, of course, is not an option. And then I looked at it. I was like, you know what? It's going to roll to Minneapolis. I looked at the 511 Minnesota, 511 Iowa.
Yeah.
There were blizzard-like conditions on the I-35 because that system that we had just experienced was going to be rolling through that area.
Of course.
And I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it, man. I was like I told Raff, I said, I just wasn't in God's plans, man. Nope. I was frustrated for about 5 minutes, be pissed off and just kind of process everything. And then I'm like, you know what? It wasn't meant to be, man.
Maybe you weren't meant to go.
Wasn't meant to be on that plane and that flight. Definitely not driving, because even the CEO there, a great guy, he happened to be with his wife when I was on the phone talking with him. She goes, I can hear, you are not driving here.
Yeah.
There's a storm. You are not. He goes, you hurt wifey, man. So we'll rebook it. Like I said, it was just the frustration of the ups and downs, but
yeah,
it is what it is, man. Wouldn't be here with you fine gentlemen this morning.
100%. Well, yeah.
See, there you go, Nick. There you go.
Christmas.
There you go.
Why?
Hey, exciting news, guys. We are 15 entries away from 400 people in our bracket challenge.
Tell them how to get on there, Nick.
Go to the ticket Twitter, click the link, join, fill it out. You got exactly 2 hours. The first game of the day starts 2 hours from right now, and that is Creighton against Louisville. We are 15 entries away from 400. 400. That's a new record. We've already broken the record. Our record last year of entries was like 320. We're at 385 as I looked at the start of the show. Maybe it's even gone up now. We're at 387. We've gotten 2 in the last 6 minutes.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. We got 13 more to go until we reach that 400 mark. Awesome prizes. The more people we get, the better prizes will be. And just saying, enter. Tell your friends, send them the link, and enter before 2 hours passes by, and we have Creighton Louisville tipping things off at 11:15 a.m.
Hey, real quick, I know we're going to dive into this more, a lot in it. Maybe we talk more about it tomorrow. Nick, I know you'll be out. But boy, I tell you what, I know we're going kind of around the world. The West Virginia fan base is pissed
salty.
And just to feel Indiana fans are like, hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
But it looks like there could have been it's not look like there was communication going on.
Hey, that's my boy That's my boy Darren DeFries. Though.
Darren DeFries,
That's
the former coach at West Virginia, obviously takes the job at Indiana. Looking it up online and looking at all the different things that are out there and researching this thing. Did he sit his son down? Did he sit him down? Did he shut him off, you guys? Did he shut him off? His son plays for West Virginia as well. Now it's looking like, was he really hurt or not hurt at all enough to keep him out for the rest of the season? And it shows that DeVries was most likely talking to Indiana months ago.
Well, I don't know about that part. I think that there was
Bruh.
I think that there was understanding that he was going to get another job after this year. I don't know if it was Indiana specific. I think though, when you looked at West Virginia and that entire situation, this was a shoulder injury that Tucker DeFries, his son, Tucker DeFries, who was a star at Drake, was a high-profile transfer in college basketball that went to West Virginia and obviously followed his dad after last offseason. He ends up, after 8 games, sitting on the sidelines, has a shoulder reconstructed, repaired. This was a lingering shoulder issue that he had for the last couple of years. And it was like, okay, you know what? Let's do this now because he injured it. Mm-hmm. Let's do this now. Let's hold you out for the rest of the year. And I think at the moment it was, you're going to be able to come back next year when we're here. I think that was the moment, because this was Darian DeFries' first Power 5 or Power 4 job. So when you have one of those, I don't know if the thought creeps in your mind of, this is my first Power 5 job, and within one season, I'm going to get another opportunity, especially without our leading scorer for the entire year.
Check this out. West Virginia and Indiana both played in the Atlantis Holiday Tournament in the Bahamas starting 11/27/24, November 27th.
Yeah. But remember, but what Mike Woodson was firmly the coach.
Well, he was gone. He was definitely gone. Yeah, but Tucker DeVries' last game with West Virginia was December 6, 2024. Then they found out he had a shoulder injury and missed the rest of the season. Do you think talks begin in the Bahamas? Yeah, man.
No.
Or no, man?
No. I'm pretty firm on that. Like, if you're Indiana, at that point of the year, Indiana was a fringe top 25 team. There was no talks, no conversation about Mike Woodson retiring, because at that point they had just spent $8.5 million of NIL money on their roster, and they were coming up in a non-conference slate that was incredibly difficult. They played a lot of really good teams, and they actually held their own against some good teams. So there was no conversations or even rumblings about Mike Woodson not being the coach in the near future.
I'll say that we know of.
You always, if there's something going on behind the scenes,
I'm playing conspiracy.
No,
you're
here. No.
He read the 80,000 page JFK report yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, there's 20,000 more pages to come out.
So no, but what I'm getting at is there was no conversations about Mike Woodson not being the coach until they started sucking it up in conference play.
Don't you think it's intriguing though?
Sure.
No.
I mean, but like,
I just think it's intriguing.
West Virginia's all pissed and everything. Like, dude, it was a heel turn. I mean, there's going to be $5 more million of NIL resources for Darian DeFries at Indiana. Better resources. There's going to be better facilities. You're in a better conference. You're at an historical, blue blood in college basketball. There was no reason for him not to take that job.
He'd have been crazy not to take it. I just like the banter of it. Like I said, I just like the banter of it. Ashley Pearson, good morning. She goes, Tucker had an undisclosed surgery on his shoulder after his sophomore year at Drake.
Yeah.
And also missed a few games his junior year because of it. So this has been a lingering injury. The real crime here is how Iowa couldn't get him signed, because he's always wanted to be his dream job. AP, you're exactly right on that, because Nick, you had thoughts that maybe he could potentially end up in Iowa.
Well, I thought Iowa was going to be the landing spot after Drake. I thought that I think Iowa missed their time because they allowed Fran McCaffrey back after last year. If they would have gotten rid of Fran McCaffrey after last season, then Darian DeFries probably would have went to Iowa, and he would have done really well and probably not ever needed to leave. Mm-hmm. However, then this time after this season, you're not dealing with the mid-major coach from Drake. You're dealing with a Power 5 coach that had success at West Virginia, should have made the NCAA tournament if it wasn't for the blue blood bias of North Carolina getting in. So that's the other part of it, to where Iowa missed the boat on him. And then when they tried to swing this year, they couldn't compete with Indiana.
Let me ask you guys this. AG, Raff, and Nick, it will start with you, Raff. I want you to start this out. West Virginia, you see where West Virginia's governor is looking to sue the NCAA because they got left out. What do you guys think when governors do stuff like that? Because Florida DeSantis was pissed off at the selection committee when Florida State 2 years ago now did not get into the playoffs. Raff, what do you think about it? AG, think about it, Nick, as well. What do you think about a governor stepping in and doing that?
Well, first, it's not going to come to any fruition. Nothing's going to happen. But second, I guess it shows me that at least the governor cares about the university and cares about, the athletics part of it. So at least if you're the coaches at that university, the ADs at that university, that you have the support of the governor, I guess. But I don't think it's going to mean anything at the end of everything. So,
AG.
Absolutely nothing other than maybe get a couple extra votes on them when they come up for Senate. That's about it.
That's right.
I mean, no politics is going to come into weigh or change any decision, kind of like what Raff said, in an NCAA bracket. Let's just be real. Okay. It's fun, right? Let's go up and let's I'm the senator of the state of a school that didn't make it in that should have been in. Let's go have some fun. That's what I'll be like, hey guys, let's go, let's stir up a little banter for our office here, maybe get a few votes in the next couple of years when I'm up for Senate. That's it. I mean, for the players and the coaches, they did their best. It's unfortunate that it then comes down to a decision other than the physical of the guys playing, winning, and losing. That's just the sucky part. Regardless of if you play well or don't play well, it still comes down to sometimes the judgment of someone of 12 people sitting in a room. So that's just reality.
Nick, it's like the former God rest his soul Congressman John Lewis said, "Let's go get in some good trouble."
Yeah,
like AG said, I think that governors are saying, "Let's go get in some good trouble."
Well, I think we've had extensive conversations about the NCAA on the show. I mean, there's nothing they can do, right? Like there's nothing that they can do. They have zero power nowadays. And like AG said, I'll piggyback on his point of like these are the types of things that you're going to run into when you put all of these decisions up to a committee, right? Because then it's if you happen to have a year like this year to where a good old Bubba Cunningham is the chairman. Bubba Cunningham is the chairman, and his men's basketball team, as he's the North Carolina athletic director, they're on the bubble themselves, and you're going to have these situations to where that's a conspiracy. That's where it's at. If you
definitely is, bro.
AD, if you would have brought that up to me, like, hey, I'm all for the conspiracy, I'd be like, you know what, I'm in with it too.
That was
the Indiana ones are reaching way up on the top shelf.
You got to sometimes when you're walking around, you got to kick the tires to see what's in there.
Can I reach it?
Bubba was not in that room.
Yeah. I was. I got to defer to Keith on this one. I was in the room.
I'm actually heading right now to my bank to deposit this check.
Yeah. Well, so Bubba, what do you got coming up in the near future? Well, we're going on a 3-week trip to the Cancun Islands. Had an influx of cash over the last couple of days that allowed us to book one at the Ritz.
BJ, Wichita, Iowa failed in not firing Fran after last season and losing out endeavors. And I think BJ, I think you're right on that. Iowa may have been a year late in a few hours.
Very much short. So. Well, and then now you try to swing at the big guy here, and you don't have nearly the type of NIL, investment into men's basketball that Indiana does. You don't have the facilities. Carver Hawkeye is, I don't know if you guys, you guys have I'm sure been to Iowa City. Carver Hawkeye that looks like a high school gymnasium from the outside. It's just, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say is like, you don't have anything to compete with a blue blood of college basketball. And not to mention you're in a pretty tough place recruiting wise. You're going to lose they're going to lose Josh Dix, which watch for Nebraska. You're going to lose Josh Dix. You're going to lose you lose Price Sanford. I think that those two guys, there's a very good chance that one or both of them could be wearing red by next year.
Ooh. We've got a lot to discuss over the next number of weeks as far as college basketball goes. There'll be more firings. There'll be more guys stating where they're going. There's been a slew of coaches announcing where they're leaving and going to next. It'd be interesting to see if Fran McCaffrey ends up anywhere where he decides to go next, or if he's just done.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Iowa's former coach.
He's still got a son playing at Butler, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Butler pick him up as maybe an assistant. What if I brought in a weird question of how would Husker fans feel to see him as an offensive coach on Nebraska's staff?
Dude, I don't care who they bring. If they know how to win.
Does Iowa and Fran McCaffrey know how to win? Do they know how to score points, though?
Well, they beat Nebraska twice.
They know how to score points.
Yeah.
But how would Nebraska fans feel? I don't have any information on that.
I'll put it this way. Once you're wearing the red, I don't care where you're at prior.
There it is.
That's just my philosophy.
Interesting point. Speaking of basketball, once again, we are at 396.
Nice.
We need 4 more.
4 more, folks.
Link again. They're wanting to know, Nick.
Go to our Twitter, 93.7 The Ticket on Twitter. You can also go to like my individual page, Jake's individual page. We've posted it. We've shared it. And you can join for free. We're 4 here. We'll give you an up to the minute thing here. So tournament challenge. Let me refresh it. We're at 397.
Ooh.
3 more. 3 more. We can get that by the time we come back from the commercial break.
You guys
right back.
What's that? The Boston Celtics?
No.
What's
they
that?
sold for $6.1 billion today.
Oh, that investment group. 6.1 bill?
Yep. The highest North American sports franchise ever sold.
That's some money right there, brother. Raff, was it? I'll check it up. Let's talk when we come back for sure, man. Definitely for sure. Folks, we'll be back. We got some Husker baseball. They are in Malibu, took care of business in Malibu, and they will stay out on the West Coast. We'll tell you who they're playing next. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Well, it's the middle of winter, the holidays are over, and the weather is unpredictable. Isn't there anything to look forward to? You bet there is. Cash Blast from your Nebraska Lottery is back. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled. Hey, there's nothing like a little green to cure the winter blues. 2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. Afternoon high around 43. Tonight, increasing cloud cover, continued breeze, a low near 35. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy with a high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Forget the lame excuse this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work for those magical 2 days in mid-March. Join 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday and get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it. And stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. It's March Mayhem with 93.7 The Ticket for the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alrighty. The number of semis that I seen jackknifed yesterday was daunting. Number of cars that were still in there in ditches yesterday. Again, folks, be careful out there today. I know it's a sunny day here in Lincoln. Maybe different other areas as far as that goes. But again, a big shout out to our first responders, the State Patrol. I know what State Patrol, no one was injured, thank God, but State Patrol was hit yesterday on the interstate. The vehicle while they were out taking care of business. So again, be careful out there today. There'll be a lot of cars that'll be on the sides, etc., depending on what area you're at. So definitely be careful out there. Quick question for you guys before we hop on Nebraska baseball. AG and Raff, AG, start with you first. Do you do multiple brackets, no brackets, or just one bracket for the NCAA tournament?
I say depends. I say really just been one over years, just one bracket. Yeah, keep it simple.
What about you, Rafferty?
Just one for me also. Makes it easier.
It definitely does. I got a few different guys. Me and my sons used to do it. I'm not sure if they still are or not. We're most likely we'll kick something there. But it was funny though, because Keenan used to put his when he was little. The team that would win, he would erase the team he had and pick them, and he goes, "I won that." I'm like, "No, bro, you." And Aiden obviously, he's like, "You can't erase it. You already had it."
Right.
And Keenan's like, "Well, they lost and I messed up, so I'm corrected it." I'm like, "Boy, when he'll find out, life does not work that way. Life does not work that way."
What do you mean? Sometimes I get a bogey and I put in a birdie.
All right, Nick.
That's called cheating.
It's the only way you can win.
Yeah, he said
It's called cheating. Period.
Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Can help protect your home, your vehicle family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you.
Yeah, what's crazy, I can only do one bracket because I can't figure out how on ESPN to give myself multiple brackets.
I think you might have to sign in with a different email or something.
I don't know. I don't know technology, so I can't get. So I'm in like 4 different groups. It's either all or nothing here. I mean, it's either I'm gonna win all 4 or I'm gonna get last place in all 4 because I got one bracket that's just going across multiple groups. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I can't figure out how to give myself multiple entries. I also can't figure out how to rename my bracket. So it's
there's no
fun.
There's no prompters on there that says to add another bracket.
Like there's an add another entry, but I don't know if that's the button to push. And the ESPN Tournament Challenge app, everybody, we all do the same thing. Okay, we all download it on Selection Sunday. We delete it on the night of the national championship, and it's this recurring cycle. We all know we do it. Yeah. It's fine.
It's like the Masters app.
But for when we have it, the directions are not clear, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I pick out one bracket, and then I get links sent to me to join on the groups, and I just automatically add my one bracket in there because I don't know how to add another one.
Oh, I think it goes by email and contact information usually.
Okay.
So if you have multiple emails, then you could do multiple because it's online. I think that's how they want to contact you anyway. Either it's through email or cell phone or something like that. If they ask for that, then that's how you could create more brackets.
We have a development. I have to hit the create new entry tab. So we're going to get this. Okay, we're set. If I can get it done in the next hour and 45 minutes, that is. We are over 400 though. We're at 400 and when we got back from break, it was 406. We're at 411. We're going to push 500 by the end of this thing.
I love it. Few texts before we dive into this. Unknown text for 2553. This is a question for us. How many brackets can I fill out? I think it's referring to the station. Just one bracket there.
One.
P. Ferg, what's up, my man? Oh, Pete, be careful out there on them roads, brother. Sent some video in. A lot of semi stacked up. Yeah, Pete, be careful out there, brother. Prayers for you for safety wherever you're going, my brother. Money G in Kansas. My son and wife fill out every year a D1 wrestling weight class for the national championship. Go Big Red. Yes, Go Big Red. We got had a few wrestlers in that. Exactly. Go Big Red today. Got the national championship going on today. The weight class going for that.
Swimming too, I think.
Swimming as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Eric says, if you can't figure that out, think about what it's like for us olds.
I know. I feel bad for you guys. There's no directions. There's no step-by-step instructions. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so we have wrestling and we have swimming and diving up in Federal Way, Washington State. Day 2, they have 500 freestyle swimming and diving.
On that as well. Absolutely.
Yep,
Escapers go ahead, Miguel. Yeah, good luck to all of them. Absolutely. Scapers does one every year with his 5-year-old son. Pick the 16 and 15 upset in the first round. There you go. Just goes to show that our experience means nothing. Scaper, you're exactly right. It's like the scripture says, out of the mouth of a child, man. Absolutely.
It's like fantasy football.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
There's no difference.
Well, Nick, Husker men took care of business yesterday.
Yeah,
Raff and AG, Husker baseball took care of business. You know what, you guys? They take care of Pepperdine, the Waves. They actually stomped them. Put a beat down on them yesterday's game. They have USC. They start off with a 3-game weekend series with USC. That begins at 8:30 on Friday. So 6:30 our time, I believe that. No. Whoa.
It would be
8:30 our time, 6:30 their time.
Which, by the way, guys, nationally televised. Nebraska will be on Fox Sports 1 for the
Big
game
10 play, baby.
Against USC on Friday.
Friday's a busy day. As
AD said, at 8:30 p.m. Nebraska's now 9-11 on the year. They beat Pepperdine 11-4 yesterday. It was a good day for Nebraska, right? They added some They got going early in the game. They got some runs, broke through on a blank scoreboard in the second inning, added runs. I believe it was in the third. They added runs in the fourth, added runs in the fifth. Nebraska scored in every single inning.
Except the seventh.
The first and the seventh.
Yeah.
So that's the consistent. Doesn't need to. You don't need to hit this long home run. You don't need to hit the long ball. If you can consistently drive in and continue to provide insurance for yourself. So Nebraska had a nice day yesterday. in kind of a similar lineup to what we saw at times last year, where we see Josh Overbeek, leading off, and you see Ty Stone in the cleanup spot. This was a lineup that was very similar to last year when they made their NCAA tournament run. It looked a little different at the start of this year, struggled to manufacture runs. Maybe we see more of the type of lineup that we saw last night, where in terms of structure, I'm saying. But I mean, Nebraska throwing the ball. Coates had a decent day, 3 2/3, allowed 2 earned runs, but the bullpen was nails, and that's all you can ask for. Encarnacion gets pulled after 1 hit batter. Ryan Harrahill had a nice day of 1 1/3 and allowed just 2 hits. Caleb Clark came in and slammed the door. So that's exactly what Nebraska's bullpen needs. They're not going to be flashy names. They're not going to have stuff that lights up a radar gun, but they're going to throw strikes and eat up innings and prepare you for a weekend series.
And it's a midweek win.
Yes.
Nick. So there you go. I'm surprised you didn't mention that, Nick.
Well,
you talk about the midweek games struggling for the last couple of years, but they got one here, and I think this obviously could create momentum as well.
Yes,
against a good team.
Nick, I was going to ask you too. So last night they had the hidden ball trick.
Yeah,
I saw that. That was good. Smart.
You see that. So I forgot the rule on that is the pitcher can't toe the mound, correct? Or how I thought there's something.
Because
the pitcher can't be on the mound. Yeah.
Well, so he can be on the mound. He can't engage with the rubber. So it's the thing of the pitcher, he has to be on the back side of the rubber, and that's why they tell you as a base runner at every level,
always watch the pitcher.
Well, no, it's don't take your lead until the pitcher engages with the rubber, until he steps on the rubber. Because if he does that, then it's a balk, and then you get a free 90 feet because he doesn't have a baseball in his hand. So so Nebraska's pitcher was standing on the back side of the rubber. He had his foot off the rubber, and the guy just got his lead. It was a mental lapse of communication. First off, that tells you multiple things. That tells you first base coach wasn't paying attention. That tells you third base coach wasn't paying attention. And that tells you that the entire dugout of Pepperdine was not paying attention. I mean,
well, it happened so fast because the guy he bought, he did the fake throw to the pitcher.
Yes,
and
to throw it, to fake the throw and realize that the pitcher never caught a ball, is just
that's what I'm saying.
Being engaged with the game.
It's just the timing of it. He did it so nonchalant. He did it as is. Like when you get somebody at the first base and then you get a throw over and you kind of just throw it right back. And so heads down, just assuming when you go at that pace, like the way he did it, I watched it, then you're not even thinking that it didn't go to the pitcher. You know what I'm saying? The way he did it with timing. I'm talking about the first baseman. The way he did it with his timing, he acted it out very well. So good job to him. So that's how he's able to pull it off.
Raff, when you sent that off with our group text, because I wasn't able to watch the game, I was paying attention to flights, etc., just kind of was checking the box scores. I looked at that last night. I was fooled. I was like, what are you talking? I was like, oh, snap. So, Nick, to your point, it shows you have to be dialed in on that third base coach as that first base coach. Like, you know what? At the small things, the things that seem like it just goes so quickly.
Yeah.
Those small things, because to your point, AG, as well, he did it so smooth. But to your point, Nick, if that first base coach is paying attention like he should have been, the third place coach, been like, hey, no, don't move. He never got rid of the ball.
But then give Nebraska credit for the execution piece,
Absolutely.
right? Because you get into this monotonous, repetitive cycle as a pitcher. Well, as a pitcher, I'm saying it's not. Don't take the first baseman out of the equation. You get into this monotonous and repetitive cycle of you get the ball back, you step up on the rubber immediately. The execution to then break your routine and to be natural about it is a lot harder than people think. It's the same thing of when you're pitching and you're trying to keep base runners off balance. So often, especially at the high school level, you see it all the time to where guys don't steal off the pitcher. They steal off of timing because high school guys that don't think about these things and college guys think about it as well. They get into this rhythm where without even realizing that they're doing it, they'll step up on the rubber, take a second, literally 1 second. You come set, they pause for 2 seconds, and you go. And we did it at Pius. We do it. I mean, every high school does it where they steal off the timing. You steal off a timing to where as the runner, but you can't do it until you have data. So the guys in the dugout are taking notes on, all right, this pitcher comes set for 1,000, 1,000, and then he always goes home. So then you're taking a risk. Hold on, I know. I don't know what's hold on. So then you're taking a risk of, okay, as the pitcher comes set, the runner is counting in his internal clock 1,000, 2, and he's going banking on the pitcher doing his repetitive, routinely thing. Sometimes it works out. Most of the time it does. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a gamble, but the execution by not only Ty Stone, but also from Nebraska's pitcher is really impressive.
The text line had me dying laughing, Nick, because it says, James and Lincoln and both Old Dad 34. Basically, might explain why Pepperdine is 4-15. That's why they're so bad, Old Dad 34. Dirty Tony, the boys, says creatures of habit and all of the above are correct. Nebraska gets the win yesterday in Pepperdine in Malibu over Pepperdine. Sweep that series. They play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. One on Friday night will be on national television, along with the Husker women's basketball plays at 5:00 on Friday. So it's going to be a lot of Huskers going on. Of course, AG mentioned the swimming as well, Husker wrestling. So a lot of good things going on. Nick, not to be a bearer of bad news, but I don't know if the golf is going to be happening for you.
Oh, it's happening
this weekend because I just got an email that said, well, the city course has said theirs closed for the foreseeable future.
That's too bad.
For a number of days because of the weather. But do you think yours is going to be able to make it happen still?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep a glass half full mentality. A true glass half full mentality is that I'm in Dallas till Sunday because Nebraska wins. Yeah, Nebraska women's basketball wins. If the worst, there are three things that can happen this week. Nebraska women's basketball wins. I stay until Sunday and I miss out on the golf tournament. That's fine because Nebraska wins. The Nebraska women's basketball can lose. I still play in the golf tournament because it works out half loss, half win. The worst of all scenarios is that Nebraska loses and then the golf is canceled and I find myself on Sunday just sitting, twiddling my thumbs.
Before we go to break, Raff, I know I'm always asking Raff other than AG because Raff, I know you play a lot as well. Do you think the course he's playing at, you know what I'm talking about?
It's Woodland Hills.
It's in 48 hours from right now. From what we're looking at right now, do you really think they're going to open that course
Look at
up
this place
and have it destroyed in 40? Do you think that course is going to be course ready in 48 hours?
It's the San Diego of the Midwest.
Raff?
I'm going to say it's probably going to be closed. Nick saying it.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But it's the San Diego of the Midwest.
San Diego of the Midwest.
Sun shining, not a single cloud in the sky.
And there's snow that I'm looking at right now with a plow going by.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. There's an ice boulder in the middle of O Street. I forgot about that part.
Hey, we're playing golf for 48 hours.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to be out there in my long johns and coveralls.
Folks, keep signing up for the tournament. Nick is getting out. You can get out too. 11 o'clock, Wings and Rings on O Street, 68th and O. You definitely want to go check that out. They'll be there all day. We'll be right back, though. It's mystery. It's The Drive.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Forget the lame excuse this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work for those magical 2 days in mid-March. Join 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday and get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it. And stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. It's March Mayhem with 93.7 The Ticket for the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
$93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 43. Tonight, increasing cloud cover, continued breeze, a low near 35. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy with a high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Collector for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this sunny. Is it technically the first day of spring today, Austin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we made it.
We got Austin Orman in the house. Austin, good morning. How you doing, brother?
What's up, fellas? Good to see y'all. Been a minute. Doing well. Nice to be here.
It's good. This is different for you this time of day.
It is.
Different for you time of day.
I'm usually playing with my kid right now.
Where's your kid at this morning?
Grandma and Grandpa got him.
There you go. There you go. Well, I tell you what, Austin, we are in full. Again, the crew, Nick and Jake, are on their way to Wings and Rings right now. You can make your way down there as well soon. Doors open at 11 a.m. Is that correct?
Doors open 10:15.
10:15.
10:15.
So actually about 18 minutes. Yes. 10:15, the doors open up. Get your ping pong balls. They got those available. You can still sign up for our bracket. Again, as Nick mentioned, go to their Twitter, obviously 937 Ticket on X. You can fill it out there. Only one per participant, but you can still do that. We already exceeded our number, I believe, by a few.
So.
We exceeded the number, so we're good in that area. We got some history coming up. Raff, what do you got first for history, man?
Well, I got two pieces of history today. Well, one's just a crazy thing going on right now, but the first part of history I got today, 13 years ago today, John Elway steps to the podium, announces that Peyton Manning has signed with the Denver Broncos.
You picked that out on purpose, didn't you, Raff? You knew I was coming. You knew I was coming. Twist that knife a little more. Twist it. Come on.
Well, remember, you guys just let him go. We're going with Andrew Luck, so it wasn't really a knife twist. You guys had the choice to keep him. You just said we're going to let him go. He's too old and decrepit.
Stop making sense. I want to be mad at you for this, Raff.
Stop making sense.
And then my second little piece, it's kind of like history that's going on right now. As of about 22 minutes ago, remember this, oh gosh, it's been a couple months ago, that little kid that got the Paul Skeens rookie card where the Pittsburgh offered him season tickets for 30 years and Livy Dunn's box. The card right now is on auction. It closes tonight. It's at $900,000.
Wow. 900,000. Would you get rid of it or you keep it?
Well, he's getting rid of it, so it's happening one way or the other. So they're wondering now what kind of late final bidding, if it'll make its way up to $2 million or how high it'll get before the end of the night tonight.
$900,000 for a card for a guy that played in 23 games.
Oh, I'm selling it. Game over.
23 games.
900,000.
Yeah.
Goodness. Figure the taxes on that.
Too much.
Take home about what, 600,000, give or take?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the reason the card costs so much? I'm missing this right now.
Well, it's his rookie card. It's a debut. It's got the patch from his rookie jersey, and it's autographed. And it's
got it.
And it was graded as a Gem Mint 10 card. So
a PSA of 10. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
But it's wild though. Like Austin said, I mean, he's only pitched in 23 games, and we've seen, pitchers lately over the last, 5-10 years. There's been a lot of great ones that we thought were going to be really good, and then something happens with their elbow or whatever, and they don't fulfill. So if I'm that little kid, I'm definitely selling right now. Sell while the getting's good.
Yeah, definitely take full advantage of it.
That's $39,000 per game pitched for the card. $40,000. Like, that's a game check per game for the card going toward it. And then 133 innings, so 900,000 divided by 133 innings. Oh, I did the wrong button. 933 divided by 133. That's about $6,766 an inning.
Goodness gracious.
For the card.
It's going to go past. It's
interesting.
It will not surprise me one bit if this card sells for over $2 million. Because usually when I'm doing eBay and I'm bidding millions of dollars, I always wait until the last like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I put something in to make sure I win. So I'm guessing that there is a collector out there, or the Dave Portnoy of the world, or somebody like that that'll probably come in really with a large final.
Wow, that's some serious loot. Hey, G, before we go to break, what you got, my man?
Oh man, I got a game that it was my first and better fighting games that I learned to get good at. It was Tekken 3, came out March 20th, 1997. So in the springtime here on campus, that's when I found out, like Tony Ortiz, Jay Foreman, those guys, we used to battle it out and fighting games. Excuse me, fighting games. And I finally beat Tony, I think, then, because he could destroy me in anything, period. But then Tekken 3 came along. I don't know if it was the buttons, the mechanics of it, but it came out and I was like, I finally get to dominate in a game and don't have to hear trash talking from Tony Ortiz. Shout out to my boy T.O. Down in Dallas now. But that game came out. It was a fun game, still is today, and I'm playing. I know I'm still playing on. I think it's on Tekken 8 now. That's out currently. The new gen is out. Tekken 8. So it came out in 1990. Tekken 3 came out in 1997.
One-Eyed Ray said AG is just mad about the taxes. Bowen 67 says, who cares about the taxes? It's money you wouldn't have. Totally agree with both of you. Davis Ever News, man, Austin's just cutting them off. I was like,
I'm new here.
We got a tight ship. No, you're just fine, brother. You're just fine. Folks, also, before we go to break, hey, be sure to stop at a Nutrition Authority and check out Activator. Studies have shown that Activator helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. It's a great product. I can attest to that. Activator is ideal for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform at their best. Activator can be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call in, or visit them at mynutritionauthority.com. Again, that's mynutritionauthority.com. Chad Case and Matt Dow and team will have you set up and get you activated as well. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, favorite moments or your most memorable moments, maybe they were heartbreakers as well, in NCAA tournament history. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 43. Tonight, increasing cloud cover, continued breeze, a low near 35. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy with a high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Do you need a urologist? At Urology Partners of Nebraska, we understand the urgency of your health. That's why we offer appointments within 48 hours. Although we're new to the community, our team brings years of experience and expertise to provide you with the best care possible. From vasectomies to kidney stones, we've got you covered for all your urology health concerns. Call 402-413-2800 today and experience the difference at Urology Partners of Nebraska.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. And you know what? If you have some garage doors that got some issue, or any door as far as that goes, right now is not the time to have any air seeping in. Raff, who can take care of that, my man?
Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit doorsplusllc.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
More. Gentlemen, the first NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament was played in what year?
It's like in the 1920s 10s or 07 or somewhere between there.
Yes, we'll go around. AG, what's your guess? First in-state Division I basketball tournament was played in what year?
I would say turn of the century into the terms of the 1900s. So it's super early. So like 1901, 1902, somewhere between 1900 to 1910.
Raff?
This Price is Right. You make a guess, AG. You say
Hey, that's my guess. This is a 10-year range.
Bob Barker gonna be like, "Come on, AG, we need a year."
I said a year. I said 1900. You know, there you go.
1900. AG, what's yours, Raffy?
I'm gonna go 1912.
Austin.
I think it's later than that, fellas. I think 1937.
You were the closest. 1939. At 8 games, Oregon is the first in-state tournament champion, beating Ohio State for the title. In-state tournament grew from a field of 16 teams in 1951, doubled to 32 in 1975, and expanded to its current size of 64 teams just in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when the tournament first started. 1939 is when that was. Let me ask you guys this. And I'm not going to ask you because, heck, I wouldn't know. Maybe you do know. Do you guys know where the term March Madness originated from?
I knew at one point. I forgot. Dang it. I didn't know it at one point in time.
Austin, none? Raffy?
The championship used to be decided in March, so they called it March Madness.
Well, that's a good guess.
That's a good guess. Good education.
The term March Madness was first used in reference to basketball by an Illinois high school official, Henry V. Porter, in the same year it started, 1939, and became associated with the NCAA tournament. Wouldn't become associated with the NCAA tournament until Brent Musburger used it during coverage in the 1982 tournament. You think about that; it had been around since 1939. But Brent, who loves Nebraska, wink, wink, did not become affiliated with the tournament until 1982 when Brent Musburger first brought that up. Last history question. We'll do some more of these throughout the show, throughout the tournament. But this is another one I love. We all love One Shining Moment. We all love that. The anthem, basically, of the March Madness pageantry. It was first aired following the NCAA men's basketball tournament in what year? One Shining Moment. Give me a guess, Austin. What year do you think they first played One Shining Moment?
Ooh, boy. 87.
Close. AG?
1991.
Rafferty?
I'm going to 88.
Check this out. Austin, you weren't close. You were right on the nose. One Shining Moment, the anthem of the March Madness, was first aired following the men's in-state tournament in 1987. Me and Rafferty were 13. I don't think you were born yet, were you, Austin?
Not for another 11 years. Tekken 3 also outdates me by a year.
Can you tell me who won the championship in 1987?
87?
It wasn't Iowa. It wasn't Indiana.
Yep.
Michigan.
It wasn't Indiana. Keith Smart shot. Was that Keith Smart shot, Raff?
Yep.
I was watching that, and Raff, that was a total guess.
Who was it?
I just knew it was between 86 and 88. I was at the Salvation Army Community Center at the Shield. And that's where kids on the north side, they know about the Shield. It was called the Salvation Army Center, but we called it the Shield. It's where small fry basketball was played. And they were open in the evenings, and it was Monday night, because they always had it. And we would always play basketball because Monday night was open gym. And so we were all out there trying to say we hit the winning shot. And we go in and watch the rest of that. Now, Raph, here's one thing I don't know. I can't remember who they were playing.
Oh, man. Gosh, who was Indiana?
Austin, look. Text line, let us know. AG, do you know who they were playing that year, bro?
I was trying to get the first team. I didn't hear. I asked the question. Nobody heard me. So I was sitting here like, oh, okay.
Indiana.
It was Keith Smart, AG. Keith Smart. It was 1987. Keith Smart for the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Did a game-winning shot, and I can't remember who they were.
Accused.
It was Syracuse. Monty cycling that crew?
Believe so.
Maybe.
Sherman Douglas.
There it is.
And the big man. Was
Billy
it Derek
Owens? Billy Owens.
Billy Owens.
Ronnie.
I'm not seeing Billy Owens on that team.
Oh, Billy wasn't on that?
I thought
No,
Ron
it
Cycli.
was Sherman Douglas, Ronnie Cycli, Greg Monroe, Derek Coleman, Howard Frisch, Stephen Thompson, Derek Brower.
And of course, we know who the coach was.
Jim Boeheim.
Jim Boeheim was there at the coach at the time. Raff, AG, and Austin. I'll never forget that night because then for like the next month, we were all taking last shots in the gym saying, smart.
Proto Kobe.
Yeah.
NCAA history. Fellas, text line, let us know as well. What is a moment you remember, the one that stands out to you regarding March Madness? AG, what about you, man? What's a moment or a few moments that stick out to you about March Madness? Men or women as far as that goes?
I got a couple men. One, I remember going over one of my teammates, my Little League teammate, Darcy Sherrod, who went to Omaha North with me, also played basketball. And we went to his house to watch Duke versus UNLV. And I think it was when Christian Laettner he caught the half-court pass, shake to the left, shake to the right, turn around, jumper, hit it. We were just sitting there like, no! We all were going for UNLV. That was sitting in the living room there. That was just like, wow. I was like, dang, he was able to catch it and get the shot off in that short amount of time to show you. I say just in general, I like when kind of like I think you mentioned it, AD, when the music comes on at the end, that one shining moment. That's like my favorite part because then I could see all the highlights of every game. That was the big play, the buzzer beater, the block shot, the emotion of these college basketball athletes, competing to get a national title for their schools, So it's just seeing that because, we were there, I was like, we were college students fighting it out, trying to get to the big game and win. So to see all those, those memories go by real fast and like 5-10 minutes or whatever it takes that song to go is really cool to see.
Yeah, it is. It is. Raff, what about you, man?
For me, the one that really stands out is 1988, Danny and the Miracles, Kansas Jayhawks. I think a lot of that, what grabbed my attention that year was they began that run, remember, at Devaney Sports Center.
Yep.
They hosted the first round games at Devaney, and Kansas was there. So you kind of built that connection to that team. And then it was pretty cool that you had Kansas versus Oklahoma in the finals. So that was the year you had, Danny Manning, and then he was going up against Mookie Blaylock, and that they were loaded. Billy Tubbs had a great team that year down in Oklahoma. So,
and Raff, real quick, their big man just passed away a number of years ago. Not Stacey King. I'm thinking of
Benoit was there a little bit beforehand. Benoit Benjamin.
Who's that?
Not Benoit.
Not Benoit.
Tisdale. Wayman Tisdale.
Wayman Tisdale played jazz as well. Played a saxophone that passed away. There you go, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I just thought that connection to that team was always one that stood out to me. And then I was thinking back I was trying to remember the first NCAA tournament like that I could remember. And I vaguely remember the Jim Valvano, but I think Purvis Ellison in Louisville was the first one that I remember. I think that was like 85, I believe.
Never Nervous Purvis. They beat the Five Family Jam with Akeem Olajuwon and those guys from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's I think the first NCAA tournament championship that I remember.
What about you, Austin?
Man, there's so many. I'll add to the Today in History thing. Today in History, Ali Farokhmanesh hits the three from the wing for Northern Iowa against Kansas. I got so many Kansas fan friends. I root against that program with a passion. So big shout out to Ali Farokhmanesh for that one.
Why do you hate KU?
Because they're stuck up. They're pompous. They're basketball this. We own.
Tell me how you really feel, Austin. Tell me how you really feel.
Are you a Duke fan?
I'm a Duke fan. That's the other part of it. That's the other part of it.
I look at Duke that way. I hate Duke.
Here's the thing. Just watch the We Hate Laettner documentary. It'll clear the air on all of this stuff, right? Like people think, oh, Duke's this. North Carolina's the one with all the history. North Carolina's the ones that are stuck up. Like Laettner wasn't some pompous rich kid. He's the hard worker from Western PA.
Hard worker.
I met Christian Laettner, and he was the complete and total not a good dude.
Well, what did you do to piss him off, Raff? What did you do to make him mad?
Not a good dude.
I was not a fan of Christian Laettner, that's for sure.
Oh man.
Well, let me go to the text line here now. We'll continue my Duke exceptionalism train. Westy says 2015 Duke versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin got absolutely hosed on a missed tip out of bounds call. You could clearly see the Duke finger change the rotation of the ball
Yes.
No, did not happen.
We had
What did happen was Grayson Allen finishing over and through Frank Kaminsky and Sam Decker all second half. Tyus Stone's taking over, hitting the dagger 3 from the top of the key. Onions from the little guy.
Onions.
He's on his way to MOP if they win it.
Onions. MC Westy, regardless of what Austin may say, his love for Duke it's obviously has clouded his vision from the video that we all seen, where his finger definitely changed the trajectory of that basketball. But it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It's history now.
I will also throw out Gordon Hayward missing the half quarter in 2010. Sweet, delicious moment. In the non-Duke category, I hated the Virginia team that won the title. They just made me so mad. But the play that Kihei Clark made to run all the way down court, pass it ahead for the game tire, and then because I have to hate on Virginia as well, flip the script on him. Furman a couple of years ago, I was sitting in Arizona with my family on a spring break trip, and Kihei Clark throws that Hail Mary down the court. Furman gets the hit, go ahead 3 and win it. The reaction from Harlan and Van Gogh. Those are the ones that stick out to me.
You guys, what about 1995 UCLA versus Missouri? UCLA's down. They're down a little bit. But anyway, with 4.8 seconds left in the game, Tyus Edney dribbles down the entire length of the court. Buzzer, game winner, done. And you know what? What was Storm and Norman? What was his name?
Stewart.
Norm Stewart. I mean, his face looked like that of one of the, remember the Muppets, those 2 pissed off men in the booth at the theater?
The old guys. Yeah, the old man.
He just had, but they won a lot, obviously. But Tyus Edney goes down to the length of the court, 1995. And wins that game. It was just chaos. It was you heard the kids in the neighborhood, even at the rec center. At this point, I'm at Nebraska, and seeing the guys in the rec center, we're talking about that game during pickup basketball. Like, this dude literally went the length of the court and sent them boys home packing.
As you talk about that, you just reminded me, AD, of as the kids say today, I'm a humble brag a little bit here. I remember watching my little league teammate Toby Bailey for UCLA win a national title as a true freshman, with the O'Bannon brothers as well. So Toby Bailey, Ryan, his brother, we all played at Culver City Little League, Pop Warner football.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of figured I was not surprised about Toby playing basketball because he was probably the tallest 14-year-old he was taller than the coaches. He was our quarterback. Yeah, he was our quarterback. He could throw the ball. He was a hell of an athlete. His dad played at UCLA with Warren Moon. And when I saw Toby in a football uniform, I'm like, is this legal? He's like 6'3". He was 6'3". And I'm like all of about 5'5" at 13 years or 12 years old at this time. But yeah, my man Toby Bailey was on the roster, true freshman, win a national title. With the O'Bannon brothers as well, watching them go through that was fun to watch because I'm like, I know that kid, I know him and the family, so it's pretty cool.
Well, you think about this, gentlemen. You think about from the we're at now as far as college sports, the O'Bannon brothers being part of that original lawsuit for the NIL of what we're looking at now.
We have now, exactly.
Absolutely. A few from the text line. Want to read a few of these. Chris Jenkins. Nolan Boulder, good morning to you, Nolan. MB says, Chris Jenkins, game winner over Villanova. Yes. That was
Chris Jenkins will never buy a drink in Durham.
Hey, also, don't go to North Carolina.
No.
I know better.
Old Dad 34. This was we'll never get this was infamy. Chris Webber calling timeout against
North Carolina. That was a tough one.
And you know what, you guys think about this? Raff, AG, and Austin. I want you to start off with this one. Don't you put some of that on the coach too?
Oh, absolutely.
Saying you absolutely cannot call timeout. We don't have a timeout.
But check this out. But hold up. Oh, go ahead, Austin, and then I'll go.
He might have it's the heat of the moment. This is a Fab Five team with a lot to prove after the year before as well. That's a guy trying to make a play in the heat of the moment.
He made a brain fart.
Correct. No. Check this out. It is a 30 for 30 on that. It's either 30 for 30 or they did a little mini dot.
I forgot what he said.
And so Chris Webber, when he's coming down dribbling, he looked at his bench and somebody yelled, call a timeout. One of the players.
That's right.
So he mouthed it. He didn't yell it. Yep. He mouthed it. That's why. And he said, that's why. And then Chris is pretty much, that's part of the reason why I call timeout, because somebody said, call a timeout. when it wasn't none. So it's interesting how they broke it down. Like I said, it's either a 30th for 30 or a doc on that because March Madness is right here. Check it out. I believe I watched it on YouTube. So type in Chris Webber, call, final timeout call, whatever. You might find it, and it breaks it down. It's several players on Michigan sideline mouthing the words "call the timeout." That then obviously because you're in the heat of the moment as a player coming down like he was, you're gonna just instinctual, do what he did. So
right.
So they broke that down.
Looking at their girlfriends and parents in the stands, not paying attention to coach in the huddle or something.
Yeah.
Raff, you remember this one? Cubsker, good morning to you. My heart getting ripped out as Nova hit the buzzer beater against UNC.
Yeah.
So you got to say, Raff, is yeah.
I know. All right, because
it doesn't
remember that one.
I'm not a North Carolina guy. I'm not a Villanova guy.
I'm
a fan of it. Like when stuff
I'm
like
I'm in Raff. I'm just a fan of it.
You're just like, oh my goodness, that is crazy. And then you start to think if that did happen to my team, how devastated he would be. But then how, like the Kansas, was it Mario Chalmers against Memphis? Or
yeah, he dribbled all the way down. I remember watching that one.
He made, I think, the 3-pointer or whatever I believe it was. So I mean, stuff like that when it happens is just unreal, and that it happens in that moment. And then also the missed shot. Which one was that, Austin? I think we mentioned it earlier. The missed shot that almost went in.
Butler against Duke. Gordon Hayward, the half quarter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think about the Carolina game, right? Because Chris Jenkins hits that buzzer beater in 2016, and the very next year, Carolina goes on the revenge tour. Luke May hits the buzzer beater to beat Kentucky to send Carolina to the Final Four. Jordan Bell turns and watches. Carolina grabs the rebound over him in the Final Four to put it back, and Carolina ends up winning the title. So I'll give you credit there, Carolina fans. There, I did it. Let's go to break so I can go wash my mouth out with soap real quick.
Hey, that's just pure hate right there, man. Hateration.
Yeah, he does. He got
pure hateration. Hey, yeah, that's agree. Yeah, woo-wee. I could never get like that in any of the sports I played in or even watched today. There's really not. I don't know. I guess that's just my personality, but it's just funny to me because I know Bear, like messing with talking. It's like talking to a Bear fan now, Austin. Like I know Bear fans. When I talk to them, when I see them in person, they just look at me. They just look at me with this snarl. Like I hate you, Ahman. I really hate you. But you were that. It's just interesting to see. I need to do some research on fan.
A good soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him, but what he loves is behind him.
Oh, it's poetic.
But I'm not a good soldier.
Right.
For every part of me that is motivated by love and cheering for someone, there is someone that I am absolutely cheering against. I am here. I admit that with every fiber of my body.
Oh,
it's definitely the first time I've seen you, Austin. I think I even heard you say the word. The way you going in right now on.
It's March. What can I say? I'm a new
right.
man.
Oh man, I mean, that's fun to see. It's fun to see.
So Austin,
Another side of Austin.
Were you happy to see North Carolina get in the tournament then, Austin?
Raff, come on.
Of course not.
Come on, man.
Come on.
They
He's like
West Virginia.
He has a voodoo doll of all the players and coaches right now. I could see he's diabolical on that level. That's what Austin has at home right now. He's gonna go home. He has his whole lineup of the coaches in little dolls, and is gonna start putting little pins in them all.
And my excuse is that the dolls are for my kids, so I get away with
it. See, it's like the woman they caught on video at the Superdome with a Pat Mahomes voodoo doll, and she was sticking pins in it while she was in the stands.
Hey, and AG, me and you both New Orleans. That's some weird stuff.
My dad from New Orleans. He said it's real, so I'm not gonna doubt that. Period. So,
it's some different stuff down there, man. It's different, folks. We're gonna read some more of these texts. We're just gonna keep the March Madness rolling. Read some of your texts. What were some of your heartbreaking moments? Dave from News says the '88 Syracuse team was his all-time favorite during that time. Yeah. Austin, you're too young to remember, but me, AG, and Raff remember they used to have Big East Mondays basketball games. Ooh. And you'd have the classic Georgetown versus St. John, Syracuse versus Villanova.
On Saturdays.
It was Mondays and Saturdays. But Big Monday was always that big game that night, but they had it on Saturdays. The Big East was the creme de la creme of college basketball during
2007 to 2011, Big East raised me.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Folks, we're going to talk some more March Madness, and hopefully won't make you too mad if your team gets knocked out early. You can still fill in a bracket. Go to the Twitter our handle on 937 Ticket. Fill out yours, one per participant. And the doors opened 15 minutes ago down at Wings Ring, so go check that out as well. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive.
I'm Chief Dave Engler. When a fire truck hits a pothole with 12 tons of fast-moving equipment and crew, it's a problem. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue Lincoln's quarter-cent sales tax for street improvements. A vote against eliminates the street funding. A vote for will not raise your taxes and keeps the funding in place. And better roads means faster response times. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com.
We use our Lincoln streets every day, and so do first responders. But visitors and out-of-town commuters also do. A quarter-cent sales tax for streets passed by voters in 2019 makes those commuters pay about $6 million a year to improve streets. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue it. A vote against means no more funds from commuters. A vote for will not raise your taxes, and commuters still pay. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com. Paid for by the City of Lincoln.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Do you need a urologist? At Urology Partners of Nebraska, we understand the urgency of your health. That's why we offer appointments within 48 hours. Although we're new to the community, our team brings years of experience and expertise to provide you with the best care possible. From vasectomies to kidney stones, we've got you covered for all your urology health concerns. Call 402-413-2800 today and experience the difference at Urology Partners of Nebraska.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit, 0% is standalone.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
March Madness time. Well, Austin's mouth is thoroughly washed out from that debauchery he was discussing earlier about that team in Chapel Hill. And we're not talking about the team down the street, Wake Forest, either. We're talking about that baby blue, right? Yeah. Do you think, you guys, why is North Carolina, and I'm not saying everyone, but North Carolina has a fan base like crazy. I mean, no matter where, our good Ralph's good friend Billy Hooks, he's from there, so that's different. So I get that. But you have folks who don't even live nowhere close to Carolina. Is it the Jordan factor, the color factor, the baby blue and the white? What is the attraction with North Carolina? Obviously, their success, because they win. They do win. Guys, what is your guys' opinion on that?
All of that. All what you just said. Jordan, the colors. I mean, I'm a blue. I like blue anyway in terms of the colors. So it drew me as a kid. And then obviously watching MJ do his thing. But then afterwards, once MJ left over, 30 years ago, the university has still stood fast. Like they kept their standard of basketball play at the elite level. Players year over year come out of their first round draft picks, guys that change the league, guys that are consistent playing good basketball. So, programs like North Carolina is reason why when we talk about basketball, we always mention them names and their name of the school in a sentence. So those are a few reasons why, in my opinion.
Raff, what do you think, man?
Yeah, definitely. Everything AG said. I think you also got to look at, Dean Smith, the way he built that program.
Exactly.
He was there for, I think it was like 35 years. And then they had a bit of a, they won a championship with, I forgot his name, the guy that took over for Dean Smith. Was it Guthridge? Bill Guthridge?
Bill Guthridge. Yeah, Bill.
And he won the title. Then they had a little downfall with Doherty, but then they were able to go to Kansas and get Roy Williams. And Roy Williams kept that program sustainable. But you got Michael Jordan's plays huge into all that also. I mean, when basketball was sort of, it was kind of in its doldrums a little bit in the early 90s. And Michael Jordan and, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, just having that association to Michael Jordan's huge for that program. And that's why they have his logo on their jerseys today and on their shoes. And
it's on NBA jerseys as well. So
yeah, it's huge.
Us, what about you, man? I know this is obviously, because we could say the same thing about Duke. Because I would say the difference with Duke, in my opinion, different than North Carolina. Either you love Duke or you hate Duke. I think with North Carolina, it's like either you like them or you're indifferent. You really don't care. But with Duke, is it the pompous-ish type of mentality? Is it the upper echelon, the Grey Poupon, if you would, of college basketball? What is it? What are your opinions about North Carolina? Why is that fascination such a global has so much of a global strength with North Carolina?
Well, my opinion is that Dean Smith was a great coach who ruined basketball and Tyler Hansbrough's overrated. But that's what I really feel. But no, I mean that's a storied institution. It's a big institution, flagship school. I mean, Dean Smith, obviously, well-respected gentleman in the game of basketball. Roy Williams, respected gentleman, down south kind of accent and everything. When it comes to Duke, I think it's the private school vibes. I really think that's a lot of it. People forget that the Duke wasn't always this good. Right. They made like one Final Four before Coach K, so they have more history, going further back than like UConn, who for some reason thinks it's a blue blood. Now that's a different conversation. But I do think it's the Leitner factor, the Coach K factor, Bobby Hurley factor. I think Duke probably got a little too good too quick for people. And I also wonder just how many people had UNLV in 91. How many people put a little something on UNLV in 91. Duke beat him after UNLV stomped him by 30 the year before. And how many people just couldn't forgive UNLV for that, and so they take it out on Duke?
I think all those are good assessments in that. I think here's what I'll say with that UNLV team. Obviously Augman, Larry Johnson, Augman. Those guys were just I think they were represented more the everyday person. Gritty, grimy.
They were the Fab Five before the Fab Five.
Yeah, they really were, AG. They really were, man. Duke was more of the, we live on this side of the town, and you're not one of us. Please pass the Grey Poupon. Man, we got catch up in this piece, man. But the thing about Duke, you can't argue. There's as much as I dislike Duke, I respect the hell out of Mike Krzyzewski, man, what he did. And you know what? I got a glimpse behind him even more. Some of the documentaries are out there. But when they started retooling the Olympic team, and how a lot of those NBA guys respected him like crazy because he respected them in return. So people can say, at least for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but I can't speak for them. But the dude got it done at a high level for a very, very long time.
And I will say, I mean, I'm not going to pretend like Coach K was without flaws.
Right?
Oh,
we all do. We
had a little bit of that stuck-up attitude to him. I think back to the Dylan Brooks chest pad and stop him in line in 2017. He would talk down to opponents sometimes. Did he earn that right? Did he overstep? I don't know. Like, I get the hate. I do. But I don't think we should let North Carolina off the hook either. I don't think we should let Kentucky off the hook or Kansas off the hook. I'm not trying to say Duke's above and beyond. I'm just trying to drag everyone else down, too.
I think each one of those programs you mentioned are on par with the same type of
this conversation is that conversation, same conversation that you have about KC winning in football, the Patriots winning when Brady and Belichick was there. It's the same conversation. It's winners. Like, I never looked at Duke like the way Austin's looked at Duke or any other team for that matter. I look at them like these are winning programs. You talk about KU, you talk about Kentucky, you talk about Syracuse, you talk about UNLV back in the day, Michigan back in the day. Those were winners. They were winning. I think that's where people get. That's where that kind of intertwines with, hating the players, hating the school, hating the colors, and all that stuff. But it's like you're gonna hate winners. Hey, hate the player, hate the game. It's just
AG. Let's be honest. It was like when AG, you think about this during our winning days in Nebraska.
Same thing, exactly.
Same thing. If you were outside of Nebraska, not always, but Nebraska was hated as well because we played that old school type of football that wasn't attractive to the quote unquote trained eye.
Sexy.
Beat you up.
We didn't have sexy football. We had 3 yards on the call of dust before I got there. It was between CJ and Corey Sessinger and Brooke and Tommy and you guys. And once I got there, it was the same thing. Nothing changed. It was different players, same thing.
When did you average 3 yards in a cloud of dust, AG?
I'm not. My point is the way we play ball, Raff. The way we play, the way we play ball was that right there. Not my per carry average. I wasn't.
You averaged 4 yards to carry. Sola should have been like, nah, that ain't happening.
Right? No, I would not have saw the field. Trust me, I would not have saw the field. But it's just interesting. The romance or the hate mance. If that's not a word, but I'm creating it now. The hate mance of winning sports, right? This is all in football, baseball, basketball, Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you gotta win, I mean, like we don't like the Canadians in hockey because they win all the time. It's like,
when's the last time they won a Stanley Cup though? Hasn't happened in my lifetime.
I don't know. I haven't kept track.
Been 30 years.
Yeah, it's just it's just interesting though. That's all. It's just interesting, and for me, it's fun to watch because I get to see, like, I kind of like take a memoir, like recording of fans and their reaction to things. I love the way fans react. Because we react different as players. Like, we're doing it. We're in the muck. We're practicing. We're playing. So when I come out and I hear a Bear fan say, "Ahman, you suck," but you a hell of a player, I'm like, thank you. I was like, it's an insult and it's a diss. And then a compliment all at the same time. I appreciate you. What I tell fans when they do that, I'm like, hey, you're showing your true colors. And I respect that. You a Bear fan, but you don't like me. You're not supposed to like me. I'm wearing the green and gold, and I'm running up and down the field on you guys. So you're not supposed to like me.
That's where Austin differs, though.
Right.
This is you. Doesn't like you.
Doesn't like you. Well, a few of these things before we go to break. Dave, for me, you actually mentioned the rest of the UNLV team: Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt, Stacey Augman, Larry Johnson.
Greg Anthony, that was the other player I was trying to think of.
Yes, he was the one as well. MT Wesley, I promise you, I see the perfect. Austin's eyes may be fogged up because I promise you I see it just fine. Austin responds back. Joe B might even root for Creighton if they were playing Duke. You know what, Austin? I mean, Joe B, I'm with you on that.
I don't know.
Joe B mentioned in here, he might even root for Duke. Nola Borden, Chris Jenkins game winner for Villanova. That was a huge one right there as well. Cubsker talking about North Carolina. For me, it's Jordan, the fact that Nebraska really makes it. So I chose a team that wins to support a secondary basketball team. There's nothing wrong with that, Cubsker. I'm with you. Folks, we'll come back for one more segment, but tomorrow we'll have a lot more March Madness. We'll also have some results. Those first round shockers, if there's any as well. You got 12 hours of basketball starting in about 30 minutes from right now. Get your ticket. Again, for your scratch, not for the scratch up, but for the tournament, you go to the ticket on X. You can sign in one per participant. Also go down and check out the crew that'll be down there at Wings Rings on 60th and O Street. We'll be right back, folks, with the RGT 80 Attitude Adjustment. Last words from AG. We'll be back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 43. Tonight, increasing cloud cover, continued breeze, a low near 35. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy with a high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you need a urologist? At Urology Partners of Nebraska, we understand the urgency of your health. That's why we offer appointments within 48 hours. Although we're new to the community, our team brings years of experience and expertise to provide you with the best care possible. From vasectomies to kidney stones, we've got you covered for all your urology health concerns. Call 402-413-2800 today and experience the difference at Urology Partners of Nebraska. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Right, folks, we are back for this last segment. There is snow and ice falling from the trees down here at 1040 O Street. If you're out and about, if you have to be out and about, like I said, it's not bad. It's just like I said, obviously the inconveniences of yesterday's blizzard in March, which in Nebraska and the Midwest, it is what it is, man. You just roll with it. But if you're out and about, come down to the mill. They've actually got a pretty packed house out there. Folks in meetings, having coffee, or just sitting back working out. So definitely come check it out. The baristas here will take good care of you. Raff, what do you got for the RGT, my brother?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to all the first responders, all the people that have helped out, good Samaritans out there. There were cars that were stuck yesterday and people that were helping out and helping others. Just the electric company, there's power down, people, dealing with no power, but just everybody out there that just helped everyone yesterday just to get through everything that we were dealing with. So everyone out there, you are Raff's good take.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The 80 attitude adjustment for today, was thinking about this, a lot of time to think in the airport yesterday, and I was just kind of looking around because you got a lot of time to look around as far as that goes, and different people's reactions and responses to things. And there were some just, they were laughing, just kind of just within their own world laughing. They were, the bartenders, I'm sure, made a lot of tips yesterday because there were people there for literally from 5:30 in the morning. I was talking to a guy, he was there at 5:30 in the morning, and he was heading to Atlanta. His flight was maybe going to leave last night at 7:30 because it was one of the bigger planes. So they could deal with the wind and things like the smaller one, the little regional jet I was on, they just told us, look, I said, is there any chances to take off? And the gal looked at me and she goes, not a chance. So when they tell you not a chance, you ain't leaving, So I said, you know what? It is what it is. And what I was going to do, gentlemen, I was going to drive to Des Moines and they actually booked me on a flight for 6:45 a.m. out of Des Moines, but even that could have been shaky because the very storm we had was rolling in that direction, apparently. And so that could have been iffy. Well, my talk was at 8:30 this morning in Minneapolis. It was for an engineering conference out there. And talk with the meeting planner. The CEO of the organization, he's like, look, man. And I said, you know what? It ain't worth it. I was going to make the drive. The point being, sometimes it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just is what it is. And you weren't meant to be on that plane. You want to be on that road. And then thinking about it, Raff and AG and Austin, I was going to drive, me and a daughter was going to roll up to Minneapolis, about 5.5 hours from Omaha, give or take. But then I looked at the 511 from Minnesota. And when they tell you whiteout conditions, why are you doing that? It's like, this is not worth it. And so sometimes when plans don't work out, sometimes they just weren't meant to be. So whatever you may be going through this morning, today, if it didn't work out, yeah, it's okay to be pissed. I was telling those guys, and Raff probably knows me the best through this. I give myself a few minutes to be pissed off, to be mad, be frustrated. Then it's like, it is what it is. And you roll out. So you may be going through something today, and I'm not saying every situation is that easy just to take 5 minutes to blow it off. What I'm simply saying is when it's something like that, when you look at the overall big picture, obviously this is different from scenario to scenario. But at the end of the day, if there's nothing you can do about it, if you've exhausted all potential avenues, you've got to sit with it and say, you know what? It's out of my control. It is what it is. And I told Raff yesterday, you know what? It wasn't God's plan for me to be there. So maybe you're going through something today. If you've exhausted all potential avenues, let it be. AG, what do you got, my man?
No, I'll just piggyback on that. Hey, when it's out of your control, this don't let the frustration, the stress, or add pressure to the situation. Just kind of let it go and let it be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gentlemen, we got a full day of basketball, 12 hours starting in about 15 minutes. Today was supposed to be a speaking day this morning and travel day all day. So basically, I got a day to play some catch up while I watch some basketball. So I'm going to watch B-ball and catch up on some work. And hopefully when we come back out tomorrow, a lot more of the snow will be melted, man.
Nice.
AG, Raff, Austin, thanks for filling in. Austin is going to be a production guy until about 2 o'clock. Austin's going to be switching it down to the guys and the team down at Wings and Rings on 68th and O. Definitely go down there. Raffy, take us home, my man.
All right, everyone. I wore my shirt today for picking basketball. The expert.
What does it
Have
say?
a great day. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet